Reasons why your first $100,000 is so hard and the next is easy. Charlie Munger. $100,000 is a lot of money. I know it's hard to believe that someone who has never been in this position would be so quick to say that, but it's true. And if you are a millennial, which means if you were born after 1981, this is likely your first $100,000 ever. And if you are the average person who has always lived paycheck to paycheck or never had much money at all, it can seem hard to imagine. A famous American billionaire, investor, and businessman Charlie Munger has said that accumulating the first $100,000 from the standing start with no seed money is the most difficult part of building wealth. Making the first million was the next big hurdle. To do that, a person must consistently underspend his income. Getting wealthy, he explains, is like rolling a snowball. It helps to start on the top of a long hill. Start early and try to roll that snowball for a very long time. Getting that first six-figure net worth is the first step to investing, trading, or acquiring assets. But the question is why? Getting 0 to 100k is much more difficult than 100k to 200k. And if saving the first $100,000 is as difficult as it appears, what actions can we take to make this easier? Let's find out in this video. If you want to improve your finances, welcome to Financial Freedom. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the like button if this video has helped you in any way. There are several reasons to look at. One of the main reasons why it is hard to make your first $100,000 is that the most people underestimate how much effort it takes. If you are not willing to put in the work, then it will be very difficult for you to achieve your financial goals. You need to be willing to work hard and spend time researching different ways how to make money. This is especially true if you want to make a large amount of money in just a short period of time. There are many different platforms that can help you generate passive income without having to do any work at all. You also need to be willing to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself means that you have the right mindset and habits, which will help you succeed at whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. A positive attitude is also very important. If you want to succeed in life, and if this is something that has been lacking in your life, then now would be a good time for a change. You need to understand compounding. It's important to understand this concept because it can help you understand why your first $100,000 is so hard and the next one is easy. Compound interest is the idea that money invested earns more money over time. For example, if you spend $10 today and earn 5% interest on it for a year, then at the end of the year, you have $10 more than you started with. That's because those dollars earned interest while they were sitting in an account. For every dollar you invest today, there will be more dollars tomorrow, even if it's just 1%. So rather than just having $10 left at the end of the year, your balance will be 11.01%. That extra 1% means that in a year from now, your balance still will be $11.01 when it would have been after just earning 5%. It doesn't matter how fast money comes in or goes out. You always increase your balance by compounding growth over time. One more thing that people fail at when they try to make their first $100,000 is giving up too soon. Many people give up when they don't see enough progress being made so quickly and when they don't see results happening fast enough after putting money in the investment. So how can I get the first $100,000? We found that while the first $100,000 is indeed harder than the next $100,000, it isn't impossible. It just takes some planning and dedication to get there. So what are the keys to getting your first $100,000? Here are some of our favorite tips. Start early. You might think that starting your business before you have an idea is a way to go, but in reality, the earlier you start, the better. The early in life you're thinking about starting a business, the less likely it is that someone else will be using your idea before you have a chance to make it real. Do research and market yourself as an expert or authority on your topic area. It's easier for people to follow someone who is an authority on something than someone who just wants attention or recognition for their ideas. If you're already an expert in your field of interest, and if you have done some research on how best to represent yourself as such, then it might just be enough to get people interested in what you have to say. Being prepared for it. This means having a plan for what you want your money to do for you and how you are doing to get there. It also means having a discipline to stick with that plan even when things get tough, which they will. Set a goal for yourself that's big enough and challenging enough to motivate you. If you want to make $100,000 by the time you're 30, but that seems unrealistic because it would take you 10 years to get there. Start with the smaller goal, $15 million by the time you're 40, then work your way up from there. Start small. If you want to make big money fast, start small and build from there. The more money you have at your disposal, the easier it will be for you to reach your goal. Start with a budget of $2,000 and work your way up from there. You can always scale back if needed. Always take risks. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But don't let fear stop you from trying something new or risky. Sometimes life doesn't give us many second chances. Things to keep in mind. Once you have decided on a goal, make sure it's realistic. What are the odds of hitting it? How much time will it take? What kind of effort will it require? And don't forget about taxes and other expenses. What are they going to cost me? When thinking about time spent and money spent, remember not only how much money I'll need, but also what I'll need it for, emotionally and otherwise. Do I want this money for myself or for someone else? Is this something my family needs or just something I want? Once you hit your first 100, it's important to find a strategy that works for you. Things you have to do after having $100,000 is to keep it safe from big losses and keep it growing consistently. Don't take risks that could cause huge losses. If something doesn't work out, it's a good idea to avoid it. That's the way you can keep money safe. Conclusion. It's not easy to start earning $100,000 a year, and it will not happen overnight. It takes time, work, and determination to get there. But once you do, the journey to financial success is easier and more rewarding than we could have ever imagined. There is a lot of wisdom in Munger's words. Altucher certainly had a right idea, and there's no reason to think others can't do what he has done and more. Making that first $100,000 is hard. Honestly, it's probably harder than you think. But after that initial push, you'll have momentum and knowledge under your belt that will make it easier for you to succeed. And if you can get $100,000 out of your own effort, the ability to find something you are interested in, and to do 100 hours a week of grinding work, then you're never going to get very far in handling larger sums. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has provided some helpful tips and ideas on how to get the first $100,000. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button and consider subscribing to Financial Freedom. And if you have any questions or suggestions, leave it in the comment section. See you in the next video.